Hello everyone, my name is Tanya Naika and today I'm going to be discussing my study about nanotechnology in food safety and the food processing industry. A little background of my study. My study will be covering the following things: nanotechnology and its influence in the food processing industry, the benefits of using nanotechnology in the food processing industry, the concerns around using nanotechnology in the food processing industry, the identification of any gaps for food safety standards regarding the nanotechnology in the food processing industry, and finally, codex. So, the problem statement of the study is the inadequate knowledge surrounding the use of nanotechnology in the food processing industry. And the aim of our study is to understand the effects of nanotechnology in the food processing industry and on food products by investigating the relevant food safety standards with regards to nanotechnology. This study has three main objectives. The first one being identifying the effects of nanotechnology safety levels in human consumption. The second one is identifying and rectifying any gaps with regards to nanotechnology in the food processing industry's safety standards. And the third one is identifying the benefits of using nanotechnology in the food processing industry. Let's now look at the current knowledge and developments surrounding nanotechnology in the food processing industry. Some very important insights and sources state that nanotechnology can completely transform not only the agricultural sector, but also the current food processing systems throughout the world. Many sources explain how nanotechnology has been widely researched to completely improve the food processing systems and food safety standards in the food industry. For example, we're looking at pathogen detection in food packaging. We also look at the benefits of nanoparticles, nanocomposites, nanoencapsulations, and nanocoating. We also look at something called active and smart packaging. Here we look at how it can improve the current food packaging, especially for improving the quality of food products and detecting when the food could possibly go bad. Currently, there is no consensus or standards that has been drawn up by the international food safety authorities with regards to the use or the safe use of nanotechnology in the food processing industry. And there is no solid evidence to show that nanotechnology and its use in the food processing industry could cause any harmful effects on humans upon consumption. But this is what we're going to investigate further throughout the study. Now, let's look at the methodology of the study. This study was basically a theoretical and a qualitative study, which basically used a systematic review as a data collection tool. The sample size of this study was 50, and this included articles, journal entries, books, etc. So what is a theoretical or a qualitative study, you may ask? A theoretical study basically uses secondary sources of information, and a qualitative study basically used verification by evaluating other sources. The search strategy basically highlighted keywords such as nanotechnology, food safety, codex, and this is how we identified relevant sources of information to use when concluding our research. And when it came to the data extraction, we extracted all important information, and we also did referencing, where we highlighted the title of the article or any entry that we used, name, authors, and many other things. Three criteria were used. The first one were the benefits of nanotechnology in the food processing industry. The second one included the risks involved with using nanotechnology in the food processing industry. And the final one was the availability of studies or standards pertaining to the use of nanotechnology in the food processing industry, especially using it safely. To conclude, nanotechnology shows to have massive benefits, and it can drastically change the food processing industry. It can aid in the development of food safety. With regards to the concerns surrounding the use of nanotechnology in the food industry, none of this can be backed up due to the lack of solid evidence. Concerning the standards pertaining to nanotechnology used in the food industry, currently there is no finalized study and no finalized standards. From the discourse, it can be gleaned that future work should start off by including conclusive toxicity testing to ensure that nanomaterials are safe for use. And there is a major need for standardization and uniformity of practice for nanotechnology in the food industry. Therefore, there is a major need for international organization of standards to create a standard to make sure that the food industries are using nanotechnology both correctly and safely to prevent any kind of harmful effects.